Interesting number of years for me, particularly, to be a part of the family and go on from there with my career and so on. I met Shirley in high school in 1943, and I graduated in 45, she graduated in 46, and I went in the Navy. Got out after, well, I'll tell you what, when the Japanese found out that I enlisted, they quit. Yeah.
They surrendered.
They surrendered. Oh my God, we'll never win now. In 1950 at Washington U, Graham Chapel. After that, and I majored in education, went into it, and stayed with it for 37 years. And then I retired, and we've been just messing around, doing this, doing that, and so on. But anyway, that's not much interest, I guess. But couple of things that happened to me during that time, and it's in one of these posters over here. I was fortunate enough to receive several honors. The one that I liked, I guess the most, was 3 years ago, I was selected by the State Board of Education as what they call a pioneer in education. And there were 6 of us, and I think the picture might be there, that were so designated then. I felt pretty good about that because it's not done anywhere, too frequently. So that was one of my high points. And there's been a few others, but I won't bother you with it. But mainly, it's been an interesting number of years. Oh, and by the way, I will have a birthday next week.
Not much to say except I did choose a good guy, and the reason, you won't believe why I chose him. He had brown eyes, and I really loved his brown eyes, but he was also popular. He was president of his class for every year. He was captain of the football team. So what else do you want, right? Yeah. So anyway, and we've been married 63 years, and it's been great. Yeah. I worked for Martha Round's Gymnastics for years, started when I was really young, and I'm still the instructor, and I've been instructing for 50 years. Wow. So anyway, that's what I do. That Jim's mother made, Marie Westbury, and I said, oh, what a great idea. She used to make this cheesecake, and they would sell it at a restaurant in Webster, ladies, type. So anyway, a tea room, in the tea room. So Marie Westbury's cheesecake was made by Abby today. So it'll be on.
These were the people that I was most familiar with because we're 3G.
We grew up in basically out in the country. What was the country in those days? It was Bridgeton, and it was kind of interesting for those of you who now fly out of the new airport. I remember the old airport was off a road called Long Road. The old airport terminal.
So, are you falling asleep, Nicole? Oh no, you're all right. We have 2 lovely daughters, Michelle and Nicole, which you will meet later, obviously. I graduated from the University of Missouri back in 1966. Spent 3 years with Uncle Sugar in Oklahoma City. Got out of there, went to work in the food industry, and then I worked for Uncle George in the electronics industry.
76, and we divorced in 77, I think. And then I got to meet my current wife, whose name is also Mary. And I like the Mary.
Jamie. I am the oldest, yeah. I live in Denver now. I moved out there a few years ago because I got sick of St. Louis. And just moved out there without a job, but now I have one, so it's good. But one of my favorite memories was when Abby and Andy lived with Cheryl and Jim, Grandma and Grandpa, because I would always go over there and play and cry when I had to leave because I liked staying there and playing so much. Abby, do you remember when we screwed with Grandpa's yard with the water hose? So Abby, Andy, and I thought it would be a good idea because we would make like a water slide sort of thing in Grandpa's backyard. So we just took the hose and just ruined the grass, and he got really mad. But it was really funny at the time. Sorry. But yeah. And then we also always hung out with Grandpa at Rockwood Reservation and helped him with all the Smokey the Bear stuff, and it was cool. But those are just a few fun times. But I'll let my brother speak now.
Hey, I'm Jamie. I'm the fifth. I'm going to school.
Question.
Yes.
When you get married and have children, are you going to make it number 6?
Oh, what did you say?
I
Get it
will.
on camera.
That's good. Thank you.
Second time.
That was, I remember that tradition when we had that Christmas Eve party that moved
Playing
around.
on our riverboat today. He's a professional bass player, and he's playing on a cruise from St. Louis to Paducah.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. Andy and I are both professional musicians. I'm a violinist. And Rick also plays, this is my husband Rick, he plays bass.
Can you play that?
We play that.
Name that tune.
We're playing tonight at the Jefferson County Fair, actually. So, yeah. We met 10 years ago I was in high school, and we were playing music together. So we play music together pretty often still, and that's one of the greatest things. I feel very, very lucky to be able to share that with my husband. Let's see. We tour Europe. We play with Pavlov's Dog and play in a group called Hillbilly Authority. And I have my own group, Stizilo, plays jazz fusion. And I teach violin. And we've done a lot of traveling with music. So that's been one of the greatest exciting things of my life, is traveling with Rick and playing music together, professionally doing something I love.
Hi, I'm Rick. I know we have a few CVC alumni here, so I went to SLU High. So we'll skip the fight, and we'll just say between the years of '96 and 2000, SLU was the best high school. I also went to WashU. I know we have a few WashU alumni here as well. But I did computer engineering. I'm actually a firmware engineer now, and I make breathalyzers. So if you've had the unfortunate opportunity of having to use one of those, I was probably behind the design of it. But yeah, we do a lot of music. I do music on the side. The breathalyzer thing is my daytime, and it's fun to play music with Abby. Keeps us busy. So our 2 children are a 5-year-old dog and a 13-year-old cat.
We had a lot of friends who happened to be twins as well, and they were all identical. And Jerry and I didn't understand that we were not
We stayed in touch. We were a close-knit group, and we stayed in touch through the years and would come back. We all lived in other cities, and we'd come back to St. Louis.
I could probably move anywhere right now to St. Louis.
That's it. I'm going into 5th grade, and it's going to be harder, but I'm not really looking forward to it that much. One thing that's interesting about me is I like sweet stuff like my grandma, Barbara, back there. And I hope to pursue my dream about playing guitar just like my dad. So that's pretty much everything.
I wasn't pointing in the right direction. And then he's a happy little baby.
John! What are yours? What? What can I do with that? Was that funny? Bless you.
You sound more like Mom every time you sneeze.
Who sneezed? I thought that was...
We don't have a 5th generation yet on our side.
No, we might never.
Just for that way, it's a ball.
Are you
filming on?
In case my pictures don't turn out.
What's the end mean next to Sarah's name?
Hang on. Why? Like married to somebody that